Hi, also welcome to the today's tutorial. Today we will cover how we can implement the chunk downloader. So what is chunk downloader? If you have played PUBG or some games, there were some parts which are not the part of the build. Let's imagine we have different levels like level 2, level 3. Like in PUBG we have different maps which if you don't wanna play that map, you just don't download it. If you want, you can download it and it will download the pack files at the runtime. So this is the chunk download thing which we will see how we can implement that. So for that I'm using 4.27. You can use the same method in 5 and 5.1, but right now the chunk which it is creating, it is unable to make the chunks in that, so that is why I'm using 4.27. For that you need to have the project in the C++ side. If not, then you can convert the blueprint one into the C++ one. So what I will do, I will create one blueprint one, then I will convert it to the C++, then we will go forward how we can implement that. So this is the third person template. Click next. Blueprint I want, no starter content, nothing else. Chunk test. Create project. It shouldn't take long. Okay, it is up. Let me quit it. Delete content. Uh, okay, so these are the default chunks. Like this is the one package which I want, so I will just color it with black. I will create one folder. Control Shift N, chunk, or the secondary. So I'm marking it secondary because like I don't want it to be the part of main build, and I want to download this folder at the runtime. So I will just set the color to be the green, and I will create one blueprint class called dummy. Okay, in the dummy, what I will do, I will create one sphere, compile, yes, save. Okay, so the primary thing which you need to do is to convert this project into the C++, and we have to do some setting in the project settings. So use pack, make sure that it is checked. Second thing is generate chunk, it is also checked. Okay, these two steps are quite important. Next is to convert this into the C++. So what we will do, we will just go to the content file, new C++ class, and we need a game instance. So game instance, and click next. I will name it as m game instance. I will put it inside the core folder. So create class. It will throw us some error. It always do. I don't know why in real sorting this problem. We always have to remove the folder's name. So we can do once it is done. Give it a second. In the meantime, I don't think it okay. Just click no. Just click any folder and open the Explorer. Go to the main file and open the .sln, because this file will be created once you have converted to the C++. It shouldn't take long. It will load all the files. Then we will go to the file which we have created inside the core folder, which was the game instance. Okay, I think it's loaded. Source chunk core. Go to the game instance .cpp and just delete the folder name which you have entered, which was the core one, and it should be good to go. If you will run the program, let me close it. If you will control B, it will compile successfully. See, it is done. Okay, the next thing is we have to add some dependencies on, as we have to include the chunk downloader in our system. So what we will do, just go to the whatever project name you have done, the project name.build.cs. Here we have to include some dependencies. Just write chunk downloader. This is one, and another is like http. We do require http one because we will do some internet connections and all. So these two dependencies has to be added. Once this is done, you can just debug it and it will be good to go. And I think we also required to switch on one plugin, so we will do that too. Give it a second. Okay, edit plugin, check for chunk downloader. It is checked. Awesome. So this is what we required. The next thing is, so what it will do, see, by default Unreal like package everything inside one chunk called chunk 0. If you want to have another chunk, just make a different folder, something like this, and create, right click and go for miscellaneous data asset, primary data asset, primary data label, just select. I will call it as chunk 0 or chunk B. And what it will do, always make sure that you have entered the priority which is greater than 0. I will put it as 100 because I will put the chunk ID to be 100. Apply recursively. What it will do, it will whatever the folders are inside, recursively it will check everything under the 100. Cook, always cook. Label as set, this is quite important. What it is, it will do, whatever things are inside this folder, it will mark everything to the chunk 100. Is runtime label, like in the runtime it will just affect everything. Just check it and we are good to go. Now click here and check audit asset. See, it is saying that it is a part of 100 chunk. And if you will go to some other asset, anything like the blueprint, this one, this will be the part of 0. See, it is saying nothing, so it is the part of 0. I hope you have got the part, like whatever, like this folder which we have created, I have marked the green. I always do like this just to segregate, like it is the chunk 0 or chunk B or chunk C. Okay, so this is the part of chunk B. If we will create the build, it will create two pack files, one is 0 and one is pack 100. So let's do that. Package, I will configure it to development, yes. Windows, I will create one folder called build and I will start to make the build. Okay, in the meantime, uh, just if possible we have create, okay, just open the uh, like this page, the chunk downloader plugin setup, and we will implement the chunk downloader. So these are the code which we do require to implement it inside the game instance. So let's start that. uh, okay, so the build is successful. In the output folder we can see, let me just copy window A, window no. So in the chunk test, like the folder name inside the content in the pack file, there are two pack file, right? So we the folder, the asset which we have created was quite small, so it is just 5 KB. It is not much, so it is just for the demo purpose, so we can deal with it. Okay, so this is done. Okay, so the next part is this. So how we will do this? Okay, so we will like write this code, like everything in the game instance. So let me copy paste it one by one. Okay, let me inside public protected, and this is inside CPP. Okay, this is under protected in the header file. Make sure that you are following everything in the order. So on manifest complete, this is CPP. Okay, we can remove the red one afterwards, no issue. This is the init in the CPP. Next is the shutdown. This is also in CPP. Next is, okay, this is quite important. Not relevant though, but we can include that too. It will be the part of public, I guess. Yes, and okay. Next, to implement it inside the CPP. mm, yes. Next is okay. So this the dynamic multicast delegate go inside the header file. Above the U class you have to paste it, and then we have to create the variable of it. You can make it public. Mhm. And next is this is also public. Next, the function, the patch key. We will go through the code, just give it a second. These three functions under the protected. Okay, what else? Okay, implementation, it will be inside the CPP, and on download complete, this will also be the part of CPP. Next is okay, we are done, I guess. Yes. The first thing which we need to do is to change the class name, which is red, just to make sure that you are pasting the correct class name. So I named my class like m game instance, so just prefixing u. Okay, just press save and it is done. If you want, I will provide a whole project file. Just make sure to subscribe the button and comment it below, and I will give it to you. Okay, so this is done, and the important in the see the main code which is quite important is like this is the delegate which we have defined. It's a multicast actually. It is f patch complete delegate. What it will do once we have completed, it will throw you some functions. So we have defined it here on patch complete, and we have see we are using it here, like we are broadcasting okay the download has completed and it is true to download complete. uh, and what I will do, I will like add this function, and I will write the download complete. The thing is, when we will make the build in the build the UE logs will not be seen on the screen. That is why I'm just putting these. So download failed. mm, the patch started. Okay. Mm, let me copy paste it. Manifest update failed. Let me write it here. First update failed. uh, okay, here the patch came when we have started the patch. Patch started. This is the loading function, not much and nothing else, I guess. Sorry, give me a second, let me have some water. Okay. The thing is, it's quite cold here, so my voice is also changed. Okay, this is done. Go back to our project, just compile everything, so it will cooperate all the changes. Mm-hmm. Public. Okay, we have still something pending. Control B and check if we are missing out something. Okay, we also haven't defined the byte download, so it is a type of uint64. uint64. Control B. The definition of form parameter bytes download. Okay, sorry, my fault. Control B again. Hmm. Mm, don't think we are doing something stupid here. I think this shouldn't be the case, but because their names are same, it might be a issue. So let's do like this. Enter same with this. Oh fuck. And check S. Okay. Control B now. Okay, this is nice. We have some new error called game on loading complete. Let's check that. Loading complete. Okay, we haven't implemented them yet, so alt enter, generate it. Uh, okay, for this do we have some functions? Give me a second, let me check in my notes. Uh, give me a second. Yep, on loading complete, and this is on mount complete. Okay, control V. Nice. We can just remove the screen in the meantime. Okay, now if you okay, the next thing is we haven't like the mount files are there, the pack files are still there. Now we have to host the extra pack file which we have generated. So let's start uh, that process. So what is the manifest file? So this is the first question. Manifest file is the information of extra pack files which we are creating. Okay, so there is one service which you have to activate inside the Windows system to to turn this feature. So turn Windows on a feature and make sure that IIS Internet Information Service is activated. I have already switched it on. So now if I will type IIS or information service, it is already activated for me. So for me, it will be pretty empty. I created my site and created this folder. It will be disabled for you. So what you can do, just in the right, you will have a option of stop enabled. So just enable that, and the this will be enabled for you. Next thing is the meme type. So this, just double click that and right click, add. There is one extension which you can add, dot pack, and here just write application slash update steam and press OK, and it will add it for you. So these steps are already there in the documentation. If you wanna check that out, so you can do that. Okay, so the next thing is, as I already have that folder. Let me go to that folder, web data. You can create one folder named called web data, and just make sure to create the text file of this name, content build id. So and inside that text folder, just just enter the folder name which is beside it. So the folder name is web data, just put that folder name here. So what exactly Unreal will do, we will in the config, in the uh, default game ini here, we will enter, just we will put this line, just copy paste it it is script slash plugins dot chunk downloader, and here this is the demo live, it's just the name. And here what we are doing, this is the local host, and whatever folder you have made, so I have made the web data folder inside the www root, correct? So what I will do, just copy it, paste it. So what it will do, it will go inside this folder because we have given this path, and it will check for this file content build.id, oh sorry, content build id.txt, and it will see in what folder he has to go in. Okay, I am saying the web data. So it will go inside the web data. Inside the web data, it will search for build manifest. So make sure that you are creating a text file of build, like called build manifest dash windows.txt. So it is quite important and very relevant. Okay, so let me create one more from scratch. So text file and build manifest dash windows dot txt. So I am just putting two because but you have to use this name, you don't have to prefix two. I'm making just to have you the knowledge. Okay, and here how many entries are there, we just have one extra file, like the one extra pack file which we need to download from the internet. So what I will do, num underscore entries is equals to 1, because we just have the one entry. Next is the build id, you can put it anything, it's not much relevant. So build underscore id is equals to patching demo key, you can put anything inside. Okay, next thing is quite important. So when we were making the build, go to that build which we have created. I think it was inside the build folder. Yes, in the content folder in the packs. So this file, just copy the name and write the name here, and you have to do that 2 times. Just we will take care of it. Just I'm just copy pasting 2 times for the reference, or just delete it. Next is this size. Right click, show more options, properties. Make sure to copy the bytes, like the size in bytes, and not on the size on disk. Copy this size, normal size. So it is 4737. We can write it manually, 4737. Next is always press tab. Okay, tab, again tab. Make sure that you are pressing tab. Next is version, again tab, and the version is like we were using 100. Always make sure that you are pressing tab, nothing else. So here, like we are, like where we have to find, like once you have filed that once you have found that manifest, we have to enter the path relative to this folder. So I am putting inside the Windows folder. So what I will do, I will enter the Windows slash the file name. So file name was this. So copy paste it, and we are done. Okay, so you have got the context. So I'm just deleting my file here, and let's look at this. Think this is the file name. Again, this is the file name, and the size was different. If I'm not wrong, the file was 4737, 4737. Okay, and the build ID, I have entered the web data and the entries one. Correct. I think you have got the idea. So this is the version name. You can enter it any arbitrary version name. Okay. This is not related to the chunk ID. It is just the version name. Let's imagine in future you want to have the another version like 2 or 3 or something like that. So you can put that too. Make sure that you have use tab. Okay. Once this is done, just make sure to copy the, like, cut paste the chunk file. So control X and go inside that folder and paste it here. I will just replace it. So let's go once again. In the default game.ini, I have given it some path, okay, and I have given it in a name, patching demo live. Okay, so what it will do, it will go to that path and it will see in what folder it has to go in. So what it is doing, it will go to that path, he will check inside the content build id in what folder he has to go in. Okay, the it has to go in. I have written it like in go inside the web data. So in it go inside the web data. Inside the web data, it will download the manifest file. So this is first step it will do. It won't download the actual file. The Unreal will just download the manifest file. So this is first. Okay. So let's check if our code is running fine or not till here. If we will try to run, click play, think everything is running good. Okay, go to the like go to our project folder, show file explorer, content, chunk text, go inside the saved. Inside the saved folder, if you will look it carefully, mm, okay, chunk text pack, we do have two files. Okay, but I can't see that download folder. Okay, we haven't set our game instance. So what I will do, I will create one core folder, and I will again color it black. Inside the core, I will create a blueprint class. uh, I will name it as okay, the parent is am game instance, select, and bp underscore am game instance. Okay, here we have to enter the id, like the file id. If you will go inside the folder, the manifest, the version name which we have entered it here, it is 100, so it should match with this number. Make sure that it is same, and we have to assign this game instance to our project setting. So in the project setting, go to the maps and mode, here we have to enter it. So this is done. Let's try that again. Okay, have we got something? Nope. Let's check. uh, build chunk text, saved. Yes, we do now. We have created one folder, like it automatically created one folder called persist download dir in pack cache, but it hasn't downloaded anything. Hmm. Mm, okay, let's compile and check. If not, then we will have to look like we are doing something stupid or not. Uh-huh. Okay, unable to download build manifest, no CDN URL configured. Okay, this is something bad. We have configured it. Let me check the default game.ini. Yes, and it is inside the web data. Yes, content. Yes, everything seems good till here. And patching demo live. Let me go to the game instance. Okay, patching demo live. We have deployment name, so it should match. It should match to the CDN URL. Fine, so it is correct. And here it's saying the content build ID is patcha key, so I will change it with the web data. Just to not get confused. Web data content build id, web data. Okay, let's check it once again. It is kind of difficult to to keep track of the names. Let me try that again. Okay, now it is saying found manifest file. So let's check if it is inside that saved folder. Now I think pack cache saved in the persistent folder, pack cache. See, so what the Unreal has done, it has gone to that URL and downloaded the manifest file. And this is the exact manifest file which we have put it over that folder. Correct? So we are even right now. Okay. The next thing which we have to do is to download the file. How we will do that? Go inside the third person or the game instance only. We can do that too. Mm, okay, let's do it inside the third person. Inside the third person, on the right click, right mouse click, what we will do, we will start the download, print start download, and here I will get game instance, cast game instance to BP, and I will convert it to the pure cast because I'm quite sure that we are using this game instance. Okay, next thing is I will call the function called patch game, and I will do one more thing. Print no I will create one variable called download patch game, b patch game. Just turn it to true, and in the tick function, if this is true, if it is true, what I will do, the game instance, mm, percent I think download, there was get download, there was one function which we have created, what was okay, get loading progress, get loading progress. If this is true, I will print the download percentage. Okay, so as soon as it will be done, I think a left mouse button, what I will do, I will create one arrow and I will place it here in the front, somewhere in the front, and I will spawn the actor B, which was the second, so dummy. Mhm. Spawn actor of class dummy, nope, dummy. And what I will do, I'll get the transform, this arrow get transform, get world look, no, get world transform, put it here. Anything else? No. Okay, and let let's compile it for the last time. uh, Project Windows build, yes. Okay, it's done, so let me close it. I don't think we required this and this. Go to the build, so this is the build which we have created. Let's go inside in the content folder in the path we have to, so let's delete this one. Okay, so because by default we will be just with 0. Okay, now one more thing, uh, In the chunk we don't have the saved folder. Okay. Okay, so we don't have that actor B. Okay, so it is asking if we can use the internet. Yes, allow access. Or now I'm closing it just to check if it has fetched something. So it has created the saved folder in the persistent download directory. It has downloaded the manifest. This is perfect. Next thing, I will download the right click. I have down click the right. See, it is printed 1. That means I have the cache. If I will click left, okay, it is not doing anything. So we have to check what is the issue there. Just give me a second. Oh fuck. Chunk test. Let me check if it is running fine here. I'm clicking left and yes. In the build, I'm unable to do that. Right click. Huh. This is funny. Okay, let me do one thing. Delete the saved file. Go inside it again. Right click. Downloaded. Clicking left, but it is not doing anything. Hmm. Let me check. It has downloaded the pack file. Let me do one thing. Let me cut paste it. Mm, inside the content packs. Let me check if it is running right now. Yep, it is. Okay, so it is downloading it, but it is not mounting that file. So this is an issue. Okay, so let me again delete that 101 and in the saved. Okay, so let us go to that code again because it should have valid. Let me delete the build again and let's open the project. If we will go inside the chunk core in game instance, let id to. So when we are patching the game here, we are downloading the chunks. Begin loading. Yeah, we are loading. Mhm. Started loading module. Save. Complete. Okay. Mm, let me delete the downloading one which was in the tick. Mhm. Right click. I will print. Okay, start download. I'm already printing. In the left, spawning something. Okay, compile and save. Okay. Okay, let me close this. Now save. File, package, Windows, build. Give it a second. chunk test, build, editor. Uh, okay. Manifest should be downloaded. Download complete. Now okay, perfect. Now it is working fine. So at the left, it is saying I the manifest downloaded. I click right, it downloaded complete, and I clicking left. Awesome. So this was it for today. I think you should have like pretty good understanding of the chunk downloader. If not, just comment me below. There is still one like you can create very much more complexity when you're using chunk downloader, and it is quite good actually. So this was it for today. Please like and subscribe. Thank you and have a nice day.